So we've talked before about setting your mind on the things above and not the things on the earth, and like setting, meditating on that stuff, thinking about that stuff out of Colossians 3. And so I wanted to go on a little more about that, where it talks about what are the things in heaven where Jesus is at the right hand of God. Compassion, kindness, humility, gentleness, patience. A long fuse is what that Greek word kind of means. Long passion, like it takes a long time for you to get angry or worked up. So patience, or slow to anger. Putting up with each other, forgiving each other like Jesus forgave us. And above all of these, love, which ties it all together perfectly. And God's peace and thankfulness. Jesus's words. Singing to the Lord with his favor in your heart. So in your heart, you imagine and see the favor that God has for you, and then that makes you sing to him. Kind of what we were talking about the other day about 2 Chronicles 20, where they got a word from God about what he was going to do for them, and they were so happy. And they could see that. They could see that in their minds, what God was going to do for them. And that's why they were genuinely excited and praising God before it even happened, because they believed it and they saw it in their hearts, what God told them he was going to do. So singing to the Lord with his favor in your heart, and doing everything with your whole strength, with your whole soul, your whole heart, like you're doing it for him. And expressing thankfulness. They mentioned that again. So that's the stuff above that we go after and that we entertain mentally and dwell on. And Jesus is the perfect example of all of these things. And that's why it's like Jesus is heaven, in a sense. And I was thinking about his compassion the other day, how his compassion had a power to it. So many times when I have compassion on someone, I feel powerless and helpless, and it's just depressing. But Jesus didn't have that. Whenever he had compassion on someone, he had the power to help them, and he did help them. And he had this power in his compassion because he knew that he's in the Father and the Father is in him, and all the resources of heaven are available to him. So nothing is impossible to him because he's on the same page with God. So that's what we have.